without the clutch cage. I need a clutch cage thing that's normally if you buy it from Yamaha and they're brand new, it's about $300, but they're about 3 to 6 months back ordered on them, at least here in Canada. So anyway, I found a used one. That's all I need for my bike, so I got to order it in, and then he's going to put all that back together. My mechanic friend Everett, he's already ordered a new belt, and he's doing a tune-up, doing a carb change. He's going to rebuild the carb. It needs front brakes, so we're putting new front brakes on the front. And other than, I don't know if I can afford a winch between now and the middle of March, but we won't be going on any bad trails with it. So, but I'm gonna get a winch somewhere and have him install that. Unless things go good with the firewood, which it is, it's just getting the firewood out. We can't get the firewood out because the weather where the logs are have been too warm, so we can't pull those off the ground. And for cut and split, it's every time we go to do a delivery, a snowstorm shows up. So Jamie's trying tomorrow to take some loads out, and of course that's my ice fishing money and gas money, motel money and stuff. I thought I was going to have to buy an extender for my auger because up there the ice could be like 3-4 feet deep where we're going, because it's way up north, up above Lake Superior, up above Thunder Bay. So, but turns out that Smitty actually has an extender for his ice auger, so I'm happy about that. We'll bring both of them, just in case one quits, but I'm sure he takes care of his ice auger. He takes care of all of his fishing equipment really good, so. Goldie trying to bury imaginary food into... Goldie, what are you doing, baby? You can't bury that. You're not outside. She'll sometimes drag things across the room to cover the dishes like she's burying her food. She's something else, that one. So that is the latest news on that. I was out and about yesterday. No, was it yesterday? No, I stayed home all day yesterday. It was Wednesday I went and did groceries. Yeah, right? Yeah, and then I went the next day, Thursday, before the snowstorm showed up, and I did the groceries in Perth for my mother and stuff. So there's not much change since then. I'm just trying to remember now what I was telling you guys. Hang on a minute here. I spoke to Jamie. We got this done. Got the groceries done. Yeah, so basically... that's where we're at for the moment anyway. So I'm just sitting here. I've been YouTubing a little bit and watching the nonsense news on CNN, and then of course there was the big UFO report. I'll be doing some recording for the UAP First Contact, my UFO YouTube site. There's been some, news and stuff like that, and there's some stuff that I dug up that I haven't seen before, and I'm going to put up and do a little bit of an opinion on that. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. It's cold out. It's about minus... I'll tell you right now what the temperature is. Minus 14 Celsius right now, and it's only 7:15, so she's going to be a cold one tonight. Minus 15 now. I just updated it. So for you Americans, that's really cold. I can't remember what minus 15 is. Minus 15 Celsius is in Fahrenheit, but it's cold. So even that fellow that I just started talking to that has his big homestead on that island in Alaska, he was like, whoa, that's cold. And I'm thinking, fuck man, you're in Alaska, like that's cold. But he lives on an island in, with the water all around it, so I don't know if that keeps it warmer. And I can't remember if that water was frozen the last time. No, they sent a boat out, but I don't know when his wife went to go visit family for Christmas, I guess for Christmas. Anyway, he hasn't put up a new video recently. I've got him on you know, where like the bell thing, like you guys should do with me, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell when you want updates. So I'm pretty sure I have his bell touched, but I haven't received anything. So I guess he hasn't done anything. Anyway, boy, is he in some situation up there. I mean, not a bad situation. I'm not saying that. He's doing fantastic there. Like, wow, what him and his wife are doing. They're doing exactly what I want to do. Except maybe I don't want to do the island thing. I looked at some properties on islands off the coast of Vancouver Island, up near Campbell River, and the situation, I didn't like it. You couldn't get off the island. If there's people there saying, like, you know, if you get 5 days of weather, it's like 5 days of whitecaps. You really don't want to be taking the boat from the island into the mainland. And I'm going, well, you know, I'm at an age where I'm diabetic, I'm this, I'm that, you know, and I don't want to have a helicopter come pick me up if something goes wrong. So I think the island life, you know, may not be for me. I don't even think I want to go to Vancouver Island, which, anyway, we've talked about this before in earlier videos, but I'm thinking I'm going to miss the winter too much, and I know a lot of people will be going, what the fuck? But see, I got Canadian blood in me, and I'm acclimatized to be outside and cold, and the warm weather in the summer down here, it just drives me insane. I'm much happier when it's cold, so... Fall and winter are my favorite time of year. Go figure, right? All right, well, listen. I'm just gabbing for nothing for the moment. So I'll be bringing the camera with me. We're going to film. Going to take a run over to the... I'm going to take a run over to the spring water thing there. I don't know if I've ever brought Chris there before, but we're going to be right near there. We'll go visit Randy, and then from there, depending on how long we kick around, maybe we'll just run up to Cobden or something, because we're going to check out a couple lakes. Muskrat Lake is a good one because it has Lakers, whitefish, these weird red, white, and blue skinny minnows. What are they called again? And you can actually eat them, but they only live in this lake, and they've been there for 10,000 years, the conservation guy told me. And then there's walleye and... pike, perch, bass, but you can't catch bass. Bass is not open now until June. So anyways, we fished there a few years back. He actually sent me a picture. Maybe I can squeeze that picture in. I'll show you these weird minnow things that we caught. For the life of me, I can't think of the name of the thing. And I mean, I know this stuff off the top of my head, but like, you know, okay, and I'm 60. Yeah. All right, so yeah, so that's the game for tomorrow. Okay, and it'll be a nice day to take the new truck out. Snowstorm's done, so and the roads will be pretty much cleaned up. And that's Smitty right there, probably texting me. So we should have a good run tomorrow. Okay, everyone. If I don't come back tonight, everybody have a good evening, and be good, be cool. And peace, live long and prosper. And don't forget, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps build the channel. And if you want to donate to help out the channels, there's links down in the description. And what was the last thing? Oh yeah, hit that bell, man, so that you know when I put up the new ones. Okay? See ya. Oh no, I'll be back because I'm going to be doing breakfast, right? Duh. I'll be back once the potatoes have soaked for a while to get rid of carb. I'm going to end up looking it up now. I'll be back later. Well, hey everyone, we're back. I finally remembered, actually I cheated and looked it up there. I'm trying to remove some of the starch from the potatoes. That's why you soak them and the starch comes out and then they're crispier. So I'm just going to grab them out of the fridge and we'll put them to drain. Let them dry out. And then I'm going to use a modern trick. What I do is I'll throw them into my air fryer. And I'll let those just dry on their own. Into the air fryer. And I spray a little bit of peanut butter, peanut oil. I'll have to refill that one. And that'll give it a bit of a crispy outside. And I don't cook them all the way through. I cook them only, let's say, a quarter way through. But using the air fryer, it gives it a nice skin on it. So then when you put it in the pan with the onions, it'll still soak the onion stuff into it, but it'll get that nice crispy outside and soft on the inside. So we're working up to a classic camp, well, it should be breakfast, but it's going to be dinner. And I'm looking forward to this because I haven't done one of these for a while. I picked up some fresh breakfast sausage, and of course I have my eggs and bread and butter. So just like you know, what we here in Canada called a sausage and 2 over easy home fries and a coffee. But there you go. So, and then if it was Friday, which is not, it's Saturday, we'd put a scoop of beans with it. That's just a Quebec thing when I lived in Quebec. So anyway, that's where I learned it, was Quebec. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching good old Dave's RV life because he reminds me of my cousin Jeff. He's just he's quite the character. But what a great channel Dave has. He's out looking at these Volkswagen buses, I guess is what they call them. Anyway, I typed on the comment section saying, you know, I do understand, I guess, these folks that like these things, because I have a fondness for the old 70s Tradesman 100 Dodge vans with the 3 on the tree and the slants 225 slant 6, which I say to this day was the greatest motor for reliability and toughness. And you go a million miles in those things, man. You know, I mean, they're just crazy motors. That's why Chrysler, Dodge, whatever, stopped making them. But so I have a fondness for those old vans, having lived in one and drove one, and you know, all the rest of it. So I get people liking these things, but these Volkswagen vans, or sorry, not vans, as Dave was saying, they're buses. I just think they're junk. But that's all like in the eye of the beholder, subjective, you know, kind of deal. So he's looking at one. I guess he wants to pull it behind his big bounder thing, but I don't get it, because he already has a nice van that he built, and that's at home. Then of course he has this bounder thing. No, it's not the bounder. The bounder's gone, right? Betty was the bounder. So this is the other one. Anyway, sorry. If you ever see this video, Dave, sorry, I apologize. But he wanted something to tow behind it. And the one thing I was going to myself, well, he loves riding these dirt roads with his electric bicycle, which is all fine and dandy. But I thought, geez, if you want to, you know, have something that you can drive into a town and everything, get yourself you know, a quad, an ATV, 4-wheeler. You know, nice Yamaha Grizzly or something, and away you go, kind of thing. I mean, he'd probably have quite a bit of fun. That's what I do. I mean, so I don't know, but it's like he doesn't have to tow that behind it. I mean, he can fix his thing in the back, or just put it on a little flatbed trailer and pull that behind. And then it doesn't matter where he goes, he parks that big thing he drives around. And then if he needs to go into a town or whatever to, like, I know here in Canada, as long as you're not crossing one of the big 400, like in Ontario, one of the big 400 series highways, you can't be running up and down those in this part of Ontario. But I mean, all the other roads, yeah, I mean, you run down the shoulders, not to mention there's like a gazillion trails anyway. But, you know, if you're at a campground like in the desert there, and it's Bureau of Management land, I mean, you can go booting around on the ATV as long as you're, you know, riding in the spots that they say that you can ride. And of course, then you can go into town, pick up groceries with it, whatever. I mean, I guess it depends on the local laws, but I mean, we're pretty loose in Canada here with it. So I kind of expect that, you know, these places outside the big cities would be the same. So anyway, that's just my idea. That's what I would be doing if I was in his spot. I'd be having like a, you know, not his super big bounder. It's the one he drives now. What the fuck's it called again? Oh, I don't. Coachman. I'd have one of those, and then, you know, I mean, I was looking at one where I could put the ATV back on a, you know, electric lift, and then be able to pull the boat behind it, and that would be the perfect setup for me. But anyway, I didn't get that RV, but I did get that new pickup truck, and now I've got my idea set the ATV now fits in the back of the pickup truck, which that's where it's going to be going when we head up north ice fishing. And then this coming summer, the ATV in the back, the boat behind it. And once I get an old beat up trailer we're going to rebuild, I'll put the trailer and then the boat behind it. So I end up with the same thing, but I have a pickup truck. And then I can disconnect the trailer, don't have to move it every time I want to go to a store or whatever. I can jump in the pickup, take the boat wherever I want, or jump on the ATV. It just, you know, gives me lots of options. So anywho, so yeah, we're going to let these dry out, and I'm going to preheat the air fryer, and I'm going to need a new air fryer here at some point. This Scorese, I've put a lot of mileage on her. You can see that, I don't know. Okay, a lot of mileage on this one already. I use it for almost everything. Like, I mean, everything that I cook. Hey everyone, I'm back. It's 11:45 here on, I forgot what day it is. Saturday, I guess, yeah. Yeah, because tomorrow morning, Sunday, we're getting out. Well, you can sure feel the cold, boy. Trailers, she's working. So far, the big furnace hasn't had to come on, but I got the quartz going and the back oil-filled radiator thing filled. I sure wish I had my wood stove. Anyway, it was time to get up and have a coffee and ready these potatoes. So I'm just going to look for my water thing and boil some water for my coffee. Woohoo! Be the last one tonight because I don't want to be up to all wee hours in the morning. Chris will be here at 9, and one thing about Chris is he's very like, he's on time. He doesn't fuck around. So I just hope that the roads are good enough for him. He's driving like a little old, fuck, I don't even remember what his car is. It's nothing fancy. And, I mean, it gets him around and he does his construction work out of it, so. But it's not the car that you want running around in the back roads out here. Like, you know, I mean, he does, but he has to keep his wits about him. A little more than I have to in a 4x4 or most other folks. So anywho, we're going to give these potatoes a little bit of a spray. I guess I got to turn that down a little bit, eh? I hope that didn't break. Expensive, the damn thing. So before I preheat the machine, I just spray some oil on these potatoes. Actually, I don't need to leave them in there for that anymore. Just a little bit. You don't want to put much because then that kind of defeats the whole idea of the air fryer, right? So I use peanut oil because that's what all the good chip wagons in Canada use. I don't know about down there. Give this a good wash after. So that's it. I don't put any flavoring on it because that's going to happen in the pan, right? So I'll just move you guys back up here. Might be easier just to lock this thing into place and loosen the actual camera itself, because it's not the best setup here. Okay, that better? Yeah. So there we go. I can't run the microwave. Actually, I can run this at the same time. No, I can't. It's only a 30 amp service in here. So I have to be careful, otherwise I can either shut down just one of the breakers in here or the whole thing goes down, which means going outside into that lovely weather tonight. I'll just let you know what the temperature is in a minute. But the trailer is definitely cool. I have the big propane central furnace set at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, or I guess that's what, 20 Celsius. Anyway, so far she hasn't popped on, so But it's coming. There's no doubt in my mind it's coming. So definitely dying for this coffee. Starbucks Instant. Well, these will soon be ending. I might keep them around for camping because I'm not going to bring the Keurig camping, obviously. But for going on camping trips, these are just perfect because they're like perk coffee, but you don't have to perk coffee. And they're more than strong enough for camp coffee, so they are handy for that. They have a French roast version of this, but good luck getting them anywhere, man. Almost impossible. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. It keeps saying, you know, unavailable. Check back later every time I go onto Amazon, you know. And it's like, wow, this is a drag. The best one, at least for me, I can't get. But I ain't complaining about this Italian one.